Hey y'all, today I am going to attempt to hand polish one of these beautiful Boulder Opals that I got from Paul the Rockhound. Thank you again, Paul, for these awesome pieces. I'm going to, I think, give it a shot with this one here and try to give her a nice polish. Now, because how delicate Boulder Opal is, I'm not going to be tumbling these at all, and there will be no machinery used. I'm going to do this all by hand, and I'm gonna go cross my fingers and hope this turns out well and give it a good attempt here. Now this is the piece I'm going to do. And I think I'm just going to polish this face, and along this side here. I think I'm going to leave this side rough. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. What I'm going to be using are these wet and dry. It's wet or dry sanding sheets. You can get these. I got mine off of Amazon. Here's the brand by Anesis. It's from 120 grit to 7,000 grit, and I just tear off little pieces as I go, and I'll show you kind of what I use here in just a second. It's nothing big, a simple setup, but I'll simply go through each and every one of these till I get to 7,000. And then after I'm done with this, I will move to cerium oxide as a final polish. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cross my fingers. Again, this turns out good, and I'll show you some of the process throughout and the end result. Well, here she is. As you can see, nothing too fancy. Just a big bowl of water, clean water, that I will change after every single grit, just because they'll get grit will get floating in the water, so you'll want to clean this water out after each one if you decide to do this yourself anyway. But yeah, that's all I do. Do is sweat, and what I'll do is I'll just start sanding away. It's gonna be hard because there ain't gonna be much to grip onto here, but I could do this down on the bottom where I sit here and just kind of go in a circle, but I like to hold it in my hand, so. And then every now and then, dry her off. Still has a ways to go to get the saw marks out, so I'm just gonna continue. So this is what she's looking like after the 240 grit, which is the first grit I'm working with here. I think it's ready to move on to the next stage. Just kind of round it off the sides here. Kept that rough. Time to move on to the next one. Looking good. Oh, you noticed that? Yeah, sandpaper. Be prepared to have your nails all messed up if you try this. Anyway, moving on. So I just got done with the 800 grit. Definitely got all the scratches out. Starting to see some flashes. This is completely dry here. Time to move on to the higher grits now, which will start to really put a polish on this. So the next time you see me or I show you this, I'll probably go through a few more. This is after 5,000. I was going to show you after 3,000, but I think it actually made a bigger difference after the 5,000. Look at that. I don't have the best light, but you can now see that it is definitely popping without being wet. And it's turning out pretty good. So I have one more grit, which is 7,000, and then I'll be moving on to the cerium. And let's see how nice that turns out. Let's see how much better it gets from here, because I'm pretty happy even with this. That's pretty neat. So, moving on. 2 more steps and I'll be done here. So here's my setup. I got a flat, hard surface and an old pair of good old jeans. And what I'm going to do is take my cerium oxide here and sprinkle a little bit on here, add a little bit of water, and start polishing away. She's all done. Look at that sparkle. The light's almost so bright you can barely see. The sun decided to come out. Beautiful. I think it turned out pretty good. What do you think? Not too bad for hand polish. Kept that side rough. Really beautiful piece. I'm happy with it. My first polished piece. Awesome. Well, now I'll do a before and after here. And go wrap this baby up. Thank you guys for watching. And till next time, guys.